to get started with Audacity, you'll need to go to your favorite search engine and you'll want to type in Audacity. And typically, you're going to see a search result that will look like one where you're going to see the website audacityteam.org. If you find that website, you are going to want to go there. As of the recording of this video, you're going to see Audacity version 3 or above. And you can determine the most recent release and what's involved in that release by clicking the Release Notes button. Now, Audacity is free and open source, so there is no cost involved. All you'll need to do is to download Audacity to your personal computer. And Audacity is available for Windows, Mac, Linux, and other sources. Now, according to Audacity, what you can do is to record with it. You can import and export files. You can determine what the sound quality of the audio file that you're creating. Audacity has plugins for specialty creation. You'll be able to use Audacity for editing, as well as effects, accessibility, and analysis. So to start the process with Audacity, you'll go to the system that you have, and then you'll want to download Audacity to your hard drive. Now, for the sake of this course, we're going to look at the Windows version of Audacity. Now, what we'll now do is to go through the install process. But before we do that, we do want to address a concern amongst previous users that Audacity may be spyware. And what you'll want to do is to go to your favorite search engine and you'll want to type in Audacity Team and then spyware to determine if you find this to be true. There are specific articles inside of the Audacity forum. There are also articles inside of trade journals that address technology. You'll want to go to the source that you trust in order to determine if you find Audacity to be spyware. Now, there is evidence and opinion to the contrary to the concern that Audacity is spyware, but again, you are going to want to make sure if the definition fits what you want and what you are comfortable with. Okay, once you have Audacity on your hard drive, you can then begin the install process. Once you download and open the install file, you will then click Next. You'll want to read through the disclosure, and you'll see various links that you do want to make sure that you read and understand. Once you've done that, you can then click Next. You will then choose a place for Audacity to install, and then you'll click Next. And Audacity will start the install process. You'll then see other links for you to learn more about the most recent release of Audacity, as well as to be able to visit the user forum to determine solutions that may not be outlined in the software. Once you have installed Audacity, you'll typically get a pop-up message about updates. Now, because there was a previous version of Audacity on the personal computer where we are installing the most recent release, we received a message stating that there is a plugin that will not be configured with the new Audacity. What we're going to need to do is to go to the Preferences area and the Libraries in order to reconfigure that plugin. Once you have the interface, you can then expand it to fit your screen. Okay, if you go back to the Audacity page, you're going to see that there are going to be areas where you can download for your specific system. Now, in this course, we're looking at the Windows system, but the process is the same with Mac and Linux. What you're going to notice on this page, if you scroll down past the downloads, is you're going to see optional downloads. And you're going to want to pay attention to two things in particular. One, the FFmpeg import-export library. And again, you may have noticed that in a previous video, if you had a previous version installed, that you'll need to make sure that this library is operational in the new software. What you can do is you can install the FFmpeg from this download page inside of Audacity. However, what you can also do if you had a previous version is to go to Edit, then Preferences. Once you open up Edit and Preferences, you're going to go to this Libraries. What you're then going to see is you're going to see that there's an FFmpeg library. Now, because we had the error message, FFmpeg library was not found, we're going to click this Download button. And that's going to take you back to the download page. So we're going to go to this download page for FFmpeg, and we are going to install the FFmpeg library. You are going to see a license agreement, which you are going to want to read. Once you have read it, you will then click Accept. You will then install the FFmpeg library. You'll then click Finish to exit the setup. You'll then need to come back to edit your preferences. You'll then want to locate the library where you installed it when you downloaded the software. Typically, Audacity will tell you that it's located your valid Mpeg libraries. You can choose to install them manually, or you can just click no in order for Audacity to complete the process. Welcome back. Also, on your download page for your particular operating system, you're also going to see optional plugins. Now in this case, we're going to click on the optional plugins for Windows. You're going to see plugin formats that are supported by Audacity, and you're going to see them here in this area. And you're going to also see popular plugins. Now, as of the recording of this video, you're going to see here that there is a plugin that will check to see if an audiobook is going to comply with Amazon ACX. You can download that plugin by clicking this button. And you'll be able to look at the details of this particular plugin. Now, if you have previously installed Audacity on your personal computer, you're going to want to take a look at this article on FFmpeg on the Audacity site. And in the previous video, FFmpeg has already been installed, but one of the things you're going to want to note is that in previous versions, you need to have a specific element as part of your Audacity in order to export MP3 files. That capacity is now part of Windows and Mac OS installations of Audacity. So again, now if you've not installed FFmpeg according to the previous video, you can now do that here from this page also. Okay, with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.